The story of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the ultimate narrative of wisdom in action, a blueprint for living with purpose, integrity, and deep intelligence. At Wisdom AI, we believe true wisdom is timeless, and his life is its greatest source. Let's continue this journey together. Turn on notifications to explore more content where faith meets insight, where history, philosophy, and revelation are woven into meaningful stories for the modern mind. Join our community. In the comments below, share one lesson from the Prophet's life that resonates with you today. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Centuries ago, in the heart of an ancient desert, a light was born, a light that would dispel the darkness of ignorance, unite fractured tribes, and forever change the course of human history. This is not a legend. It is a testimony of faith, resilience, and divine guidance. Through revelation and sacrifice, through patience and profound love, one man carried the weight of a message that would echo across time and space. Join us on a journey into the life of the final messenger, as she journey from the depths of the cave to the heights of humanity as we explore the story of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the name of him without whom this story, this history, this revolution would have been impossible. For centuries, darkness had descended, not the darkness of night, but a darkness of the soul. The world waited, holding its breath, for a light that seemed forever lost. A cry for help echoed in the silence of temples, filled with idols, and in the hearts of a people drowning in ignorance. Who could possibly answer it? The answer would not come from a king's throne or an army's might. It would emerge from the most unexpected of places, from the heart of the darkness itself. This is not just a story of a man. This is the story of the final message, the story of a mercy to all the worlds. This is the story of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 6th century Arabia, a land fractured by tribalism, drowned in superstition. Justice was a commodity, sold to the highest bidder. Morality was buried alive, like the daughters deemed a disgrace. In the shadow of the house built for the one God, hundreds of idols were worshipped. The world was poised on a knife's edge. Humanity was losing its way, and in this crucible of chaos, in the year 571 of the Common Era, a child was born in Makkah, an orphan, before he could even speak. His name, Muhammad, son of Abdullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his destiny to change everything. He grew not in palaces, but in the lanes of Makkah, orphaned, raised by his grandfather and then his uncle. He was known not for his wealth, but for his character. They called him Al-Amin, the trustworthy. While his people worshipped wood and stone, he worshipped with his conduct. His honesty was his prayer, his integrity, his faith. In the society built on lies, he became the pillar of truth. A defining moment arrived. The sacred black stone needed to be placed in the Kaaba. Every tribe wanted the honor. Swords were nearly drawn. Bloodshed seemed inevitable. Then an elder suggested, "Let the first man to enter the gates decide." All eyes turned. The man who entered was Muhammad Al-Amin. A hushed anticipation fell over the crowd. His solution was a stroke of genius, born of profound justice. He placed the stone on a cloak and asked every chief to hold its edge. Together they lifted it. Then, with his own hands, he set it in place. He averted a war not with force, but with wisdom. He gave dignity to all. This was the man, the peacemaker. But a greater solitude called him. Disturbed by the corruption around him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam began to retreat. He sought answers in the silence of cave Hira. For days he would meditate, searching for the truth behind the fleeting world. He was rejecting the idolatry of his people, yearning for the God of Abraham. He was preparing, though he knew it not, for a weight no human had ever borne. And then it happened. In the depths of that solitude, the universe shifted. The angel Gabriel appeared, not as we imagine, but as a presence of immense power and majesty. The command reverberated through the very core of his being. Read, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I am not a reader. Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging substance. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen taught man that which he knew not. Terrified and overwhelmed, he returned home to his wife, Khadijah. His heart trembled. Cover me, he said. Did he fear madness, or had he truly been chosen? In that moment of human vulnerability, Khadijah the believer was his first fortress. Never, by God, she said, God would never forsake you. You uphold ties of kinship. Speak truthfully, help the poor, honor your guests. Her unwavering faith was the first confirmation. The revelation had begun. The message began quietly, in the homes of the faithful. There is no God but God, a simple revolutionary truth. But when the call went public, the powerful of Makkah erupted. Their world, their gods, their wealth, their social order was under threat. They tried everything. Temptation, name your price, wealth, kingship, anything. Mockery, a poet, a magician, possessed, persecution. The weakest believers, like Bilal, R.A., were tortured under the scorching sun. But the faithful stood firm. Bilal, with a stone on his chest, whispered through cracked lips, "He is one, he is one." The message of oneness could not be crushed. When torture failed, the Quraysh enacted a brutal boycott. A pact was signed to isolate the Prophet's clan. No trade, no marriage, no communication. For 3 long years, the Muslims were besieged in a mountain pass, surviving on little more than leaves and hope. Hunger gnawed at them, but their faith? It only grew stronger. The boycott parchment, infested by termites, was eventually found eaten away. All. But the name of God, the divine verdict, was clear. In the midst of this intense hardship, God granted his beloved a journey beyond human imagination, the Isra and Miraj, the night journey and ascension. In a moment, he was transported from the sacred mosque to the farthest mosque in Jerusalem, the land of the prophets before him. Then he ascended through the heavens. He met the previous messengers. He was shown the signs of his Lord, and there, in the ultimate divine encounter, the 5 daily prayers were gifted to him and his followers, a direct, living connection with the divine amid the struggle. Meanwhile, a ray of hope emerged from an unexpected city, Yathrib. Pilgrims from its tribes heard the message and recognized its truth. In the dark of night at Aqaba, they pledged their allegiance. We pledge to protect you as we protect our own families. A new home was offering itself, a sanctuary, an opportunity to build what Makkah had rejected. The Quraysh, enraged by the growing exodus to Medina, plotted the unthinkable, collective assassination. They surrounded his house, blades drawn, but God's plan was supreme. That night, under divine protection, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam walked past them unseen. With his devoted companion Abu Bakr, he embarked on the most perilous journey, the Hijra. The chase was on. They hid in the cave of Thor for 3 days. Their pursuers stood at the very entrance, but saw only a spider's web spun miraculously across it and a dove's nest with eggs. No one has entered here, they declared. Faith had found a shield in the most fragile of things. After an arduous journey, they reached the outskirts of Yathrib. The city erupted in celebration. The Prophet has come. The Prophet has come. The chants of Tala al-Badru alayna filled the air. The orphan of Makkah, the persecuted preacher, entered not as a fugitive but as a leader. Yathrib became al-Medina, the city of the Prophet. Here the first Muslim community was born, a society based on faith, not blood. A covenant was written, a mosque was built. The call to prayer now rang free. The struggle was far from over, but the light, once a fragile flame in Makkah, was now a beacon for the world. The story of the messenger had become the genesis of a civilization. The story of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not locked in the past. It is a living manual for humanity. It teaches us that true strength lies in truth and patience, not in oppression. It proves that one person of impeccable character, armed with faith, can transform the world. It shows that mercy is mightier than vengeance, and that knowledge is the antidote to ignorance. From the orphan to the trusted one, from the persecuted to the liberator, his life is a testament to the power of unwavering trust in God. His message was simple yet eternal: worship the one God and treat his creation with compassion. Today, in a world often divided by the very same ills of pre-Islamic Arabia, injustice, materialism, and moral confusion, the example of the Prophet shines brighter than ever. His life is a call to return to integrity, to stand for justice, to embrace knowledge, and to be a mercy to all those around us. The story continues in our choices, our character, and our faith. His life was a revelation in action, a walking Quran. Through every trial and triumph, he embodied mercy, justice, and unwavering faith. He taught us that true strength lies not in power, but in principle, not in conquest, but in character. As the dawn of Islam broke over Arabia, it offered the world a timeless promise that no matter how deep the darkness, light will always find a way. The message he brought continues to guide, heal, and inspire, calling every heart toward the one God and every soul toward compassion. May his example illuminate our path. Peace and blessings be upon him, his family, and his companions. Seek, don't just watch. Let this be your starting point. Read his biography. Reflect on his character. Let prophetic wisdom guide your decisions, your growth, and your connection with the divine. Share the light. If this documentary brought you value, share it with someone seeking clarity, hope, or direction. Knowledge grows when it is passed on. At Wisdom AI, we're committed to delivering content that doesn't just inform, it transforms. Stay curious, stay connected, and let wisdom lead your way. Subscribe, reflect, grow with us.